Now here's someone ready to storm into a fight. First one to enter, last one to leave.
He talks a big game, but LA Knight is a big game. He's the real deal. No one gets folks hyped up like LA Knight. Yeah!
The Celtic Warrior has arrived.
One of the most brutally physical opponents I've ever faced, Sheamus really does deliver banger after banger after banger after, well, you get what I'm saying.
The WWE Universe is finally giving Sheamus his just due.
Has won nearly every major title, has earned every major accolade, but he still loves to fight. Here's the bell, and it's Sheamus set for action here tonight.
And it's a fight tonight, y'all, because Sheamus is ready to unleash that Irish temper tonight. This is a man who is at 10 from...
And turfed out of the ring with a heavy landing right on that spine. You may not want to get up here because something bad throwing absolute caution to the wind there, and it paid off big time. And able to skirt around that attack.
Find some payback with their own reversal.
Neckbreaker. Looks like he's coming back in.
Painting a mental bullseye on his opponent. This is going to be hellacious. Makes it back into the ring to avoid a count-out.
Ooh, and fights back.
These two showing how well they know each other. Gentlemen, this is what I believe we refer to as mudhole stomping.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stomp someone like that. Sheamus denies the attack.
Goes into the corner.
Ooh. Oh, a knee.
Lights out.
The Celtic Warrior in bad shape here.
Yeah, Knight is really grinding the opposition down.
Springboard drop kick.
Directly into the pin attempt.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
There's plenty of fight left in him.
Really just laying it in.
This could do it.
Middle rope. A missile drop kick from the middle rope.
And we've just witnessed what it means exactly to have adrenaline in your soul.
And a stomp to the gut.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
Oh, he flips that around. Caught in a bad spot. Oh, and then slinging him into the apron. Ugh. Knee right to the midsection. Setting them up for the Falcon Arrow.
Staggering to his feet, he barely even knows where he is right now.
Bicycle knee to the face. Open the tap and pour the pint. Sheamus might have something to celebrate after that one.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Drop zones ready.
Take off.
Diving shoulder tackle. And he moves in for the cover. He gets the shoulder up at 2.
The end was in sight.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Just a barrage of elbow drops into the chest.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
Attack after attack from the Celtic Warrior.
This can't be how Knight envisioned this fight going.
Broke.
Sheamus making an emphatic statement.
Cover. Sheamus did it. These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look. LA Knight suffers the loss.
As promised, Sheamus just gave us another banger.
Oh, here we go. Lyra's making everyone hoot.
A superstar with a unique in-ring style and endless heart, both of which have quickly propelled her to unimaginable heights in WWE. From NXT Women's Champion to the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion.
And Women's Tag Team Champion, all thanks to one person, Becky Lynch.
Sure, if we're delusional in rewriting history.
Thea is all grown up and extra fired up.
Thea Hale has been sticking her nose in other people's business quite a bit, if you ask me.
Oh, what is she supposed to do? Sit back and wait her turn? When has that ever worked for anyone?
All right. That's a good point, Cole. But maybe it's her approach that needs work.
This one's underway, and it's go time for Lyra Valkyria.
Even I have to admire the sheer tenacity of Lyra Valkyria in the ring. Lyra's never had the pleasure of being the most...
Dunking the clothesline right into a beautiful schoolboy there.
And an early kick out.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't going to keep her down.
Crashing down with authority.
Landing hard with the senton.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
What a face buster.
Boom.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Focusing in on the leg at the moment.
We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match. Not the position Lyra Valkyria wanted to be in.
Yeah, now it's about Thea maintaining some of this pressure.
The advantage in Thea Hale's corner now.
Big time offense from Thea.
From above.
Taking flight.
Oh, that was a severe miscalculation.
Counters! Putting an end to the onslaught she was facing.
The U-turn Valkyria needed in this match could have been that right there.
Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. She countered that into her own offense.
Oh, from behind, looking for the Hurricane Rana.
And got caught by an uppercut. Thea showing she's not out of it.
She's trying to get her bearings back now. Over and over.
You gotta wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought.
Stalking from above.
From the top.
Diving double axe makes the cover. Denying a 2 count there.
Where is she finding this?
Psyching themselves up now.
This is what we mean when we talk about fighting spirit. Things are about to hit another gear here.
Oh, what a leg drop. She could end it here. And she's not done yet.
Got to change something up with the pin technique.
Couple of clotheslines. Well-placed kick right to the face.
Fisherman Buster.
Guys, we can start on one of the all-time great sports entertainment rivalries.
Way to put the cart before the horse, Cole. Sure, there's potential here. There always is. But they're not exactly having to be ripped apart from each other yet. Ow.
Scooped up for a slam.
Blast off.
Went for it all, but gets nothing.
So nimble, crucifix pin attempted.
An incredible match tonight for this superstar.
Yeah, but no rest for the weary. Look who's here. Face to face.
You can feel the tensions rising inside the arena.
Woods and Kofi dropped Big E, and, well, they gained a new attitude.
I love these guys. As a duo, Woods and Kingston are perfection in the tag ranks.
Well, they're not afraid to, well, cheat to steal their victories. They run from challengers. They instigate everyone. Wow, doesn't that sound familiar?
Well, if you want to be a winner in this game, you bend the rules where necessary. And look at them now. They're top of the tag division. They've improved their focus. Victorious at WrestleMania. New Day are so back, baby.
Nobody's clapping anymore. Nobody's chanting for them anymore. And nobody thinks that New Day rocks anymore. The only folks that like Kofi and Xavier now are Kofi and Xavier. But the New Day wouldn't have it any other way. Oh man, MFT is in the house, y'all. These guys, they just want to beat people up.
The bloodline may be gone, but Solo Sikoa has created a new, possibly more dangerous group from the ashes.
MFT, man, they're soldiers, man. Whatever Solo say, they do. And they've beaten a lot of people up.
Some of the biggest, strongest, and most evil members of the bloodline family tree, and they're focused on destroying everything in their path. There's a lot of anger in MFT. Roman and the Usos, they didn't want these guys. It made them bitter. And now MFT is going to take all their collective frustration out on the competition.
The greatest tag team of all time, one that pushes other tag teams to be better every single day. The New Day has more than established themselves at the level of excellence all other teams need to achieve if they want to succeed in WWE.
And they've just been so humble about it. Obviously, they're a great team, but I don't understand the reason they feel the need to put every other team down.
And we might be about to witness a massacre with the MFT standing across from them. A family of some of the most brutal and devastating men WWE has ever seen. They will stop at nothing until they reign supreme.
Each one of them more dangerous than the next. The MFT has been the dread of many superstars on the roster today.
Set up in the corner now.
Big splash.
It's got to be demoralizing when you're the combatant on the wrong side of the double team. Maybe you want to rework the game plan about now.
Kick connects. Cut off with a savage clothesline. And an armbar applied here.
Just stretching out the arm.
You have to protect your shoulders from hits like that. You don't want to compromise your ability to throw a punch or lock in a hold.
Xavier Woods, wheelbarrow face buster. And that's the tag to Kofi Kingston.
Nice amateur takedown all the way over.
Big blow there, man. Getting clobbered there, dog.
Recklessly hurled through the air.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement.
Oh man, that's just not right.
Making a mockery of your opponent could eventually backfire. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Implanted by the DDT.
He can do it here. And they kick out at two.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Oh!
Double leg.
Uh-oh.
Mateo outthought him there.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Back body drop.
He wasn't tough enough contending with one opponent. Now you got to deal with two.
Oh, down by the DDT. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Tag.
Flying forearm connects.
Shining Wizard.
Elbow to the heart.
Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that. Springboard frog splash.
And the punishing streak of Sikoa just got a bit halted.
Ugh.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Solo reverses and looks to capitalize. Capitalizing on Sikoa's mistake. Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. This could be it. The pin. Oh, my. How in the world did he kick out of that?
And it has to be frustrating not getting a deep count at this point, but you can't let that get to you.
Boom, off the boot.
Talk about being on the same page. They were on the same sentence with that fine piece of work.
Tag! Finally! Time for the tables to turn.
Caught with a lariat.
And the knee.
What a punch.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
You hear the talk in the locker room, the anything you can do, I can do better mentality that's been...
I've noticed just how much they've been trying to one-up each other as of late, and I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Wow! Sidewinder suplex.
What great agility.
The wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
And this deep into a match when you're...
Mateo formulating a move.
Power slam.
Good night.
Will that stop Kingston?
He tags in his partner.
Solo has him hooked.
Spinning Solo.
Kofi's in trouble. No feel-good ending tonight. Rearing way back.
Samoan spike.
Now Solo needs to end this.
Cover. Win. A win.
And with this entire arena now applauding the victor, what a moment, what an atmosphere. And it appears the applause is also going to come from the locker room.
Yeah, this is, I'm not sure if that was, like, applause or more of a mocking type of applause.
Well, either way, it has got the attention. Gentlemen, I suggest you put your wands down. The MFTs have arrived.
The Creeds have arrived. The Creeds are complete wrecking machines. At one point, they were hidden gems in NXT, but now the secret is out.
With their size and intensity, these two men are absolute wrestling machines. Multiple collegiate awards between them, the Creed brothers are more than equipped to out-wrestle anyone who stands in their way.
Perhaps a bit misled at times, though. Julius and Brutus are still trying to break through to the next level in WWE. Going after the tag team gold will certainly help them achieve that.
And they better have eyes in the back of their heads with the MFT standing across from them. This is a group of lads that'll hit you just as hard from behind as they will right to your face.
Yeah, we all know this is not a group that likes to do things alone. Every match seems like a family affair for MFT.
They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen.
A big forearm connects.
Just like that, Tonga Loa evades.
Oh. Big punch connected. Boom! On the mark.
Oh, Wrestling 101. If you can't stand, you can't fight.
Reorientating them in the corner here. Oh, looking like a rugby match with that tackle.
Tonga Loa being neutralized there.
Great athleticism from Creed.
Making way towards the top rope.
Blast off!
Bang! What a splash! And that has to knock all the wind out of you. Kick out just in time.
No, how was it at the end right there?
Oh, working on the arm. Oh, he saw it coming.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Oh, stop, stop, stop. Forearm smash after the stomps. Really needs to take this back to the ring ASAP. The referee's not playing around.
And back in. He was dangerously close to being counted out of this one.
Placed him in the corner here.
Nice tag there. Gonna hold his...
And a boot to the stomach.
The communication between these two is evident by that move. Fends it off. Good counter. Caught the leg. Exploder suplex.
Such impact.
And there's the tag. The opponent pinned in the corner and now launched. Oh, slammed down hard. And knees getting driven into that midsection. May have busted ribs after that one.
He wasn't tough enough contending with one opponent. Now you got to deal with two.
Impressive awareness from him.
Oh,
Punch
man.
connects.
But wait, look at this determination to get out of this, to create separation.
The power of the gut-wrench suplex. Damage is starting to take its toll on him.
And Julius is turning to the crowd for assurance.
Belly to back with force.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Tongaloa unprepared here.
T-bone into a power slam.
These are big power moves becoming more devastating with every attempt.
Followed up with the pin attempt.
And keeps his partner alive.
Put into the corner.
And the Creed so dominant at this point, it could be the big end here with a Doomsday Brutus Ball.
Crucial moment for Tongaloa.
The cover. These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look. Two great superstars that go great together, and that win is proof.
No frills, no gimmicks.
There's always a bit of a chip on Drew McIntyre's shoulder, and it's somehow even bigger than ever.
Well, this is a man who's had to earn everything the hard way. You can't fault him for what many people would be calling a chip.
Well, this gentleman wanted to step foot on the island of relevancy.
Well, here he is, and I promise it's going to take everything he has if he wants to make it off the island. Now is the time. Acknowledge your OTC.
Roman Reigns came from a dynasty, but he built an empire with his own bare hands.
A lot of blood shed along the way, man. A lot of betrayal. But Roman has never stopped being the best there is in the ring today, no matter what happens around him.
That's true. Roman Reigns focused on what's in front of him, not looking back.
Somehow, some way, this guy is going to need to seize control from the Scottish Warrior. But trust me, McIntyre's not going to go down without a hell of a fight.
The unification of the World Championship and WWE Championship in 2002 brought us the undisputed title.
The one title to rule them all.
Drew McIntyre getting things underway here.
And let me tell you, lads, Drew McIntyre is coming into this match with a big chip on his shoulder. It might be the biggest that chip has ever been. The Scottish Warrior is out here to settle a score tonight.
Gracing us with his presence, you can already see that look in Drew's eyes. This match isn't about a victory for him. It's about sending a message to the entire WWE.
And I know there's a lot going on with Roman Reigns right now, but you can't think for a second that he's forgotten what it's all about. All-out dominance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what is going on outside of the ring. Once Reigns steps through those ropes, he's 100% focused on the task at hand.
No, mounting their...
Uh-oh. Ooh, great anticipation.
Ooh, just a battering strike.
Beautiful Falcon Arrow.
He's looking a little worn down now. Reigns turns that around.
Clubbing blow.
Clubbing blow. The pin for the championship. Getting the shoulder up before two.
He's not letting anyone get away with a lazy pin.
Putting it right on the corner. Something's coming.
Turning the tables. When two superstars are as well matched as Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre are when it comes to raw power, how does either competitor get the upper hand?
These two are well matched for pure strength, so tonight's going to be all about stamina. This could become a marathon. It's going to come down to which man still has a little bit of gas left in the tank. That's who will take control in this match. What a powerful grip by Roman.
They used every muscle to deliver those suplexes. Defiant counter to Reigns.
Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
Just stretching the knee here.
Pain must be shooting through that leg now. From the top.
Elbow drop, good Lord.
Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it. Glasgow kiss by McIntyre.
McIntyre perhaps looking for that kill shot, looking to end it. A Claymore.
McIntyre might have him.
Into the cover. 3, no, a 2 count.
Getting a win over the impenetrable Roman Reigns has never been an easy task.
McIntyre needs to find a recourse, find another option to take this match. And McIntyre's need to fight being met in kind there.
Roman not backing down at all.
Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Oh, ouch.
I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
Oh, big time clothesline, man.
Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Oh,
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout.
He beats the count. Barely. Claymore connects.
There won't be any coming back for
And going for the
Roman now.
pin.
There it is. Drew McIntyre is your new champion.
Truly a huge win for this superstar, or should I say, for the new champion.
This is absolutely a career-defining moment. We're witnessing a new era in WWE.